Hi everyone, very good morning and good evening. Hello everyone. Yeah, okay, fine. So let me share my screen. Okay, guys. Okay. So before jumping into today's session, so try to recap what we have done in the previous. So what we have done, we have worked with user stage area, right? Let me open the account. So when we are working with user stage implementation, we need to use user stage to load the data to the specific table, right? For that, what we have done, first we created a table, then we have loaded the file by using a put command to the specific stage area. Once we have loaded, after that we have implemented copy command to load the data to the table, right? So what is the purpose? Why we have used user stage? Because when we are working with user stage, there is a user level restriction, right? One user files cannot able to accessed by other users. Clear? This is clear, right? Now let's come to this. Today what we are going to do is we are going to work with table stage. When we are loading the data to the table, in between we are going to use table stage. Table stage user stages both by default. We are not going to create. By default, if you have a table, table stage will be created. Table stage, it's represented with @ percentage table name. What is the table name we are going to give? So that table name, it will be created. By default, table stage will be available. And when we are working with table stage, remember this is table level restriction. It means once you keep the file in the table stage, whatever the files we are going to keep in the table stage area, same files you cannot able to use it for another table. That is a this table level restriction. So previously which we have done is user level restriction. Now what we are doing is table level restriction. So here table stage also by default it will be created. It will be represented with @ table name. In the previous session, we have created these tables, right? One is EMP table and by default, which we have loaded. Another table is EMP_user. These tables is available means table stage by default, it will be there. Every table will have a table stage area. Okay. Sorry. Now observe this. For example, this table we have. If you wanted to see the stage area of that particular table, list @ table name. See this? Whether we have a stage or not, you can able to understand. See this stage is by default, it is created. Same way, list @ EMP, another table is EMP_user. This is here. This is not case sensitive, guys. This is not case sensitive. List @ EMP_user. When you see this, observe this one. Here also we have a stage, right? Stage is by default, it is available. When the table is created, we no need to create a table. So by default, stage will be created. Okay. Now, in this particular session, what we are going to do is, we are going to, just a minute, we will see, so how to load the data from our, by using a table stage, the same files, whatever the files we are having here, we will try to load into the table. When we are doing that, we will see how to load a single files, how to load a multiple files and all. Now, first, if you wanted to load the file by using table stage, first we need a table name. Then for that particular table, when you created, we will have a stage name. After that, you can use copy command to load the data into the table, right? For that, what you have to do, observe this. Let's create a table first. Due to time constraint, I am copy and pasting here when you are creating and then when you are implementing something here. But when you are practicing, please try to type it. Okay. So then you will remember. Here, create table name. What is the table name? We are going to use TBL underscore STG table stage so that we can remember that this table we have created for a table stage. Now we are creating a table with these column names and data types, column names and data types with the same column names. Now let's create a table. Now table is created. Now this table is created, right? Refresh it. You can able to see it here. Once the table is created, this table will have table stage, right? Observe this by using list at the rate percentage table name. This is the table name, right? This is the this is the table name. Now run this one. You can able to see the stage. Now we wanted to load the data into this particular table stage, this particular table. Then what we need to do? We need to keep the files here, right? We have to keep the files by using put command. We need to keep the file into this particular table stage. Then only we can copy the data. It's up to us. It's based on the requirement. We can use user stage table stages. But most of the time, in when we are working in a project, we are going to use named stage most of the time. We will come to that. But user stages, table stages, we are going to use if you have any restriction, then we will use user stages and table stages. Now we need to keep the file into this stage area. Then what we need to do? We need to implement a put command to copy that file where the file is available. Select the file, hold your shift button, right click, you will get copy as a path. Now come here. This is the path where the file is available. What we need to use? We need to use a put command, right? To copy the data. So let's copy the put command here. We will modify it according to us. This is the path where the file is available. The path we are going to pick. This is the path. And we are going to load it into this particular stage name. This is a table stage area. Now we will give it here. Now this put command need to be run. When you want to run this put command, can you able to run this put command in the user interface? Not
No.
possible.
Not possible.
So what is the option? We have to connect it to CLI
CLI.
section here. So come to the command prompt, go here. Now just type SnowSQL space -a space our account details. I have copied here account details. This one from here to here. Copy it. Come here, right click. Here, don't give semicolon. Just hit enter button. Then it will ask you username and then password. Now username is Snowflake 8, which we have created, and then I am giving the password. This is the username and then password. Now it will not connect to any database, any schema. We have to connect it to the database and schema. Use database. Which database? Class, which we have created. Now it is connected. Now here we need to execute this put command. Now observe this one. We have copied this put command. Come here, right click. Just hit enter button. Now what happened now? The file has been uploaded. Here only one file we uploaded, right? We will see the next. So how to upload multiple files also. At the rate percentage, let me copy it from here to here. Now see this, the stage file is available, right? Now the file is available in the stage. Here also you can able to see list at the rate stage name. You can able to see the file. File is available. Then what is the next option? We need to copy the file from this stage to the table by using copy command. By using copy command. Come here and then we will modify this copy command based on the table type. So based on the table name, this is the table name. Copy into table from stage name at the rate percentage table name. This is the stage name. From this particular stage, it will copy the data into this table. And we are using CSV file format skip header equal to 1. Now execute this one. See this. Now the file is loaded. It's loaded by using table stage. Why we are using table stage here? Table level restriction. Now let's observe how it performs. See this. We are going to create a new table for the testing purpose with the same column names and data types, right? See this. We created a new table. When you create a new table, this is a new table, test table. Now to this particular table, the column names and data types are same. Already we have a file here in the stage, right? See this. File is available in the stage. Same file, we wanted to load it to the specific table, but the table name is different. But the remaining all the columns are same, right? It has to load because we are using from stage to the table only. Now let's observe this. See this. Same command I will use here, test. See this. What is the difference here? Stage name is same, table name is different, isn't it? Now let's try to execute this. Table is available. Yes. Stage file is available. Yes. File also available. Right. Now we are implementing a copy command. Observe what is the error we are going to get. Execute this. See this error. Read this. What it is telling. Access to the stage area of a table. This stage area of a table with the schema of another table. See this. This stage which you are trying to access belongs to this particular table. So we cannot use that particular stage to the another table is not allowed. This is table level restriction, right? When you upload the file, which particular table stage we have uploaded, this particular table stage we have uploaded, this particular stage belongs to this particular table, so it will not allow you to load it to the another table. Clear? Now if you wanted to load into emp underscore table stage underscore test table, what we need to do, again we can load the files into this particular stage area. When the table is created, this particular table also will have a stage area, right? See this. List, let's say list at the rate percentage. This is the stage area. This is the table name, right? Observe this, whether the stage is created or not. By default, when the table is created, stage will be created. See this. Stage is available. Now, if I wanted to load a data to this table, I want to keep the files into this particular stage area. Now, if I wanted to keep the files in the stage area, now I want to process not single file, all the files I wanted to process it. Then just modify the put command. Observe this. When you are implementing, this is the table, this is the file. Instead of specific name, I will give star here, and this need to be loaded to this particular test table, test stage area. Now copy the put command, come here, right click. It's not copied properly. Copy one more time. Yeah. See this? Where we are trying to load the files here, stage underscore test. What all the files you are picking, which is starting with employee. After that, whatever it is there, every file it has to pick. Observe the folder here, employee 1, employee 2, employee 3. So it is going to pick all the files starting with employee name. It is going to pick all the 3 files. Now execute this. All the 3 files will be loaded. See this? All the 3 files has been uploaded. Now see this list stage name. You can able to see 3 files. All the 3 files is available. Now if I try to upload the same files one more time, what will happen? Will it allow you to load? If already the file is available in the stage, it won't allow you to load same files one more time. See this, all the files are skipped because all the files are already available in a stage, so it won't allow you to load one more time to the stage. If you wanted to load it, yes, there is a different option. Forcefully we can do that. We can remove the files from this stage and then we can re-upload it. That is a different option. But remember, if file is already available, same file if you try to load with the same name, even though if you change the data also, it won't allow you to load. If it is a same name, it will manage, it will like what it will do is in the backend, it will keep metadata. So based on that, it will not allow you to load same file. Okay, now observe this. Now we have all the 3 files here in this particular stage. Now we wanted to load all the 3 files. See this here. Previously, if you execute this, what will happen now? Observe this. Copy into table, test, stage also, test, same table, same stage. Now, how many files we have there in the stage area? How many files we have here? 3
Three.
files. 3 files. If I execute this copy command, all the 3 files will be loaded. Remember, if it is same structure, then only it will load without any failure. If it is a different structure, it will throw error. And one more thing here, we will understand one new command. We will introduce new command here, that is pattern option. If I want to load a specific file, how to do that? We wanted to load specific file. See this, when you wanted to load a specific file, you can able to see pattern option, right? When you use pattern command, it is going to pick specific files here. If you don't use this, it will try to load all the files. But here we are using pattern. This is the syntax. Within the single quotes, we are going to use dot star employee 1. I wanted to pick only file 1. Then I will give employee 1. If I go 1-3, it will pick all the files. If I give only 2 here, then it will pick file 2. If I give 3 here, it will pick file 3. Like that, it is going to pick the different files. Now, if I give only file 1, it will pick only file 1. Now I want to only pick file 3 with this particular name. I wanted to specify. If I specify like this, instead of picking all the 3 files, by using a pattern command implementation, it will pick only file 3. If you wanted to see more about this, Just go to the documentation. See this here. Go to the documentation. Just type pattern. Pattern. You will get, this is a different one. Let me give. Okay. This is going to the community. Going forward, I request you guys, please try to create a like a community login also. Okay, so we'll get all the real-time issues and scenarios. You can able to get it. This is the just a syntax they have given, but if you wanted to see in the copy command, just type copy command, copy into table. See this, you will have a different option. File format, pattern, regular expression. You can able to see some of the examples also by using the pattern, how to implement it. Okay, these are the different options we can able to perform it. So we will see main implementations, the commands whichever we are going to use on regular basis. Now here, let's come here. What we are giving, we are giving just a pattern to pick only file 3. Now if you execute this, only file 3 will be picked. It won't pick file 2 and file 1. Now observe this, which file it has picked? File 3 it picked, and then it has loaded the data, right? Only file 3. Now if I comment this, it will try to pick all the files, right? But file 3, it is already loaded. Will it pick again one more time? It won't pick, right? Once the file is loaded, it won't allow you to load same file one more time. So it will skip that file. Remaining file which it is not processed, those files will be processed. Observe this. See this? File 1, file 2, right? Now again if I execute it, all the 3 files has been loaded. Will it allow you to load one more file? See this, it won't allow you to load. Now let's come here, refresh it, and then if you wanted to see the data, click on this and observe preview data. You can able to see all the data, right? 3 files data, it has been loaded into the table. Clear? Now we will come to another scenario. Now here we are loading all the files into the table, and then we are loading specific file into the table. This is fine. But what about if you have to load specific columns? It means, observe this. Here we are going to create a table with only 3 columns. We'll give specific columns. I will give SC. Observe this. We have employee ID, employee name, salary. How many columns? 3 columns. Now let's create a table. Let's create a table here now. Now we created a table. Table is created means table stage also it will be available, right? Say this, list at the rate percentage, table name, observe, stage is available. Now we are trying to upload a file, the same file whatever it is available in this particular stage, we will try to upload. When you try to upload the file, see this particular file whatever it is available here, any one file we will pick, we will try to upload into this particular stage area. If you try to upload this particular file into this stage area, what will happen now? This file, how many columns we are having? 5 columns, right? See this. All the files, whatever the files we are having here, all the files is having 5 columns. Now, in a table, how many columns we created? Only 3 columns we have created. Now, when you are talking about the stage area, irrespective of the columns, when you created a table, table will have a table stage area. Now we are trying to load 5 columns file into this particular stage area. Observe this. It is loaded. Now uploaded. This particular file, which it is available in the stage, is having 5 columns. Now this file, we wanted to load it into our table. Is it clear? Now, if we try to upload this, observe this, what we need to do? We are going to implement a copy command implementation, right? To do that, let's observe this here. Sorry. Let's modify this copy command. Copy into, just we are modifying the stage name, we are adding other options, but approach will be the same. Copy into table and from stage name, right? Copy into table from stage name, and we are using this. When you execute this, read the error now, what it is telling. See this, number of columns in a file. How many columns we have in a file? 5. Does not match to the corresponding table 3. In a table we created only 3 columns. It is not matching, so that it will not allow you to load the data. For that, they are telling that use file format option. On error column mismatch equal to false, or ignore this error. Another one option is on error options you can use, skip file option you can use, we can use continue option. All these options we will see in the coming sessions, how to implement one by one. But here, now we wanted to load the data for only these 3 columns. Refresh it here. Here, if you observe, how many columns we have? 3 columns. ID, name, sorry, salary. 3 columns we have. From this particular stage, we wanted to pick only those specific 3 columns, and we can load the data to the table. But one thing here is, we need to know what all the columns you need to pick from the file, what is the sequence of the file which you have uploaded in the stage, what is the sequence in the table. We need to know that, then only we can able to implement it. If you wanted to load specific columns, this is one of your interview question also, you need to specify metadata column names by using $1, $2, $3. It means whatever the stage, the file, if you are processing this file, the columns it will be considered as metadata $1, $2, $3, and file name and file row number will be there, that we will come later. But here, if you wanted to pick those columns, what we can do is we can modify the copy command. See this here, instead of directly using @stage name, we are going to use select $1, comma $2, comma $3. These are the sequence from stage name. That's it. What is the addition we have given here? Just we are specifying other column names $1, $2, $3. because we need with these three columns are in sequence, right? In the table also, employee ID, name, and then salary. This is the sequence which you have created in the file also. This is the sequence. This is the first column, second column, third column. That's why $1 represented with first column, $2 second column, $2 3 third column. From @ percentage stage name. Clear? Now, if I execute this copy command, observe what happened now. 4 rows parsed, 4 rows loaded. Even though if it is not matching in between the column names, we are specifying the specific columns in a stage name so that it will load all the respective columns. See this? This is a table. Observe this. ID, name, salary has been loaded. Clear? Now, so this is the way how we can able to load specific columns. Now, whatever the file we are loading here, these files will be available in the stage until we remove the files. Whatever the files we are going to keep it here, and then what is the size it is occupying, it will be occupied the storage in Snowflake. And for this storage also, from the Snowflake side, it is going to charge. As per the best practices, in the copy command itself, we will use purge statement. That we will come to see that. We will see that coming session. But here, just observe the stage. You can go to admin, click on cost management. So don't worry, we will come to the one by one. All these options also we will see that. But just to show you, come to overview. Here, see this 1.20 credits, right? Click on that. When you click on that, here you will have storage details. Let it come. See this, each and every query what we have executed, how much duration it has been executed, right? Based on that, charges is applicable. And here, compute resources, I will click on a storage. You can able to see this. Whatever the files we are keeping here on daily basis, stage, right? This is related to the stage. Whatever the files we are keeping here, those files also occupying a storage, right? That's why we are going to remove this particular files once it is processed. Along with that, how much time we have executed all these queries. Whatever the query we are executing in a copy command, how much time it is going to run, based on that charges will be applicable. See this, each and every query, how much time it is running. If you wanted to see that, click on the monitor here. Click on the monitor. You can able to see all the queries, right? Copy into how much time it has been executed, duration. You can able to see the duration here, right? It will accumulate all the duration. Based on that, per 1 hour, approximately it is going to charge 1 credit means nothing but $2 approximately. All are milliseconds, you can able to see that, right? But it will be accumulated, and based on that, the charges will be applicable. Here, one more thing. What we are seeing here, the user interface here, right? What you are seeing, this is Snow site. Almost 6 months before, we don't have this user interface. That is classic UI. But now user interface has been updated. In this updated version, previously you can able to see this query history for only 14 days. Now in the Snow site, we don't have any limitation. We can give it as a custom, and then we can see the all the queries till 1 year also. And along with that, previously in the custom like classic environment, there is no copy history, task history, dynamic tables options here. Only you can able to see query history only. But now here you can see specifically copy history. You can see specifically task history and all those things. We will come to the task later, what it mean by that and all. But whatever the copy command we are going to use, based on that copy command, you can able to see that which target table it has been loaded and all those things. But query history immediately it will be updated, remember. And in the copy history, there is a lag for 45 minutes latency will be there. But in the query history, you can able to see immediately. Okay. So now come to this. Here, what we have done in this particular today's session, we worked with a table stage implementation. What is the table stage representation? At the rate percentage table name. Table stage by default, it will be created. Table level, it's a table level restriction. We saw this example, and at the same time, when you are working with table stage, we saw that how to load a specific file, how to load all the files. If you wanted to load a specific file, we have to use pattern implementation, right? Along with that, when you wanted to implement specific columns, we have to specify column names here by using this $1, $2, $3, like that. Okay, this is about table stage. So what we have done today. And in the coming session, next session, what we will do is we will see how to work with a named stage. After implementation of the named stage is not having any restriction. After that, we will jump into validation. After that, actual functionality of Snowflake, we can able to see that from the session 6. Okay, in the next session will be named stage. After that, we will see the validations, how to identify the error files, how to like truncate columns, how to implement on error implementations, how to avoid unnecessary files. All these things we will see that. Then we will jump into the actual functionalities of Snowflake from the session 6, guys. Okay, so now we'll stop it here. We'll come to the questions first in the chat window. We'll go one by one.
Yeah, hi sir. This is
Yes, please tell me,
Surendra.
Paulo.
Yeah. So in the enterprise level, what
Mm.
is the best option we need to choose uh,
It
for the
means,
staging load?
yeah,
User
coming
level
to the
or
staging, I will tell you.
mhm,
Most of the time,
mhm.
90% of the time, we will use named stage that we are going to discuss in the coming session.
Okay, okay.
Specifically, if you are having any restriction of the files or confidential files, the kind of thing, then
Mm-hmm.
only we will use user stage or table stages.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there any mechanism
Mm.
to, let's say the developer forgot to parse the file?
Uh-huh.
So as a administrator wise,
Mm.
is there any automation to clean up those stage area files for the cost optimization?
Yeah, we can do that by using a task implementation and all. But
Mm-hmm.
as per the best practices, within the copy command itself, we will use purge equal to true option.
Okay.
Okay, so that we won't forget it. We
Okay.
will
Yeah.
see that example in the coming session.
Yeah. 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 Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Thank
why
you.
if you observe
Mm-hmm.
in the initially, this is generated by our load table script, right? See
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
By default option is purge equal to true.
Yeah. True.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Sir, Snowflake
Mm,
registration, let's
mm.
say I used one of the email ID. Can I use the same email ID for next account as well for
Yeah, you
future?
can. We can use it. Once it is expired, you can use it after
Okay.
30 days.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, guys. Please practice 1 or 2 times in your trial account, and then if you have any questions while practicing, please note it down. We will discuss in the coming session. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your time. See you tomorrow.
Mm.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Mm. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all. Bye.